Miss Sebastian. Hi, and welcome to the Galactic Seabass channel. This is a podcast in which I will be rambling for about an hour. So, what is going on in your. Well, hello. Flip that around. This set is not brought to you by anybody. I have no corporate sponsors yet, so if you're out there, corporate America, I'm available. And I'm willing to sell my body or likeness or whatever for monetary incentive. Anyway, hello. My name is Sebastian. I am the host of the Galactic Seabass channel. Always have been since the very beginning, back in 2016. It was a good time back in the day. I had no goal when I started making these videos. At first, I thought I'd be similar to what's that fella? Goes around New York. I think his name's Casey. Casey Neistat? That's a person. Yeah, I liked his videos a lot. And then I remember this dude, forget his name, Roman something, but he would make these videos where he climbed crazy buildings and stuff, and I loved those. And then I tried to climb stuff and be all crazy. And they're on my channel if you want to watch those videos. But yeah, I tried that. I tried to make some BMX videos. I went to some festivals and made the vlogs, and I made the Galactic after movies, those little highlight reels, and tried to make some sketches. We made a couple how-to videos. I did some unboxings. I tried, I think, every path except opening toys, which I opened headphones, which is a toy for a musician. I don't know. Is that the right word? Analogy? That's not word analogy. That's fun. That's a new thing. Inventing English on the daily. Yeah, there's some stuff I'd love to get into today. I wrote down a whole bunch of notes, and they are gone. There are no more notes. So I guess we'll just be over here in my living room, just talking about stuff and seeing what's going on in the world. So yeah, what's cracking? What's kooky? What's cooking? Good looking? That's you. Yep, it's Thursday over here in San Diego. It's beautiful outside, which is why I'm inside. Ooh, we got a plane going overhead, which means, as you know, we have a tradition here. Since I can't talk during the plane, cheers. See if that lasts through the episode. Today should be a little fun day. Last week I was at the Template. It's a local cafe, coffee shop. They do an open mic on Thursdays, and I got called up second to last. Like, they draw 18 names. I think I was the 17th name. And there was this dude there. He looked so sad that he didn't get to go up. And so I gave him my spot, which was pretty cool. It's actually kind of funny because that's the reason I bailed on this episode early last week to go make that set, and then ended up going to work. So that might be the only podcast that's under an hour. It might be a little Easter egg. Is this already the 5th episode? What? That's crazy, man. I've been doing this for over a month now. So anyway, I'm still me. Still Galactic Seabass. For a second, I thought there were 400 people watching, but there has been 4 minutes and there are 0 people watching. So that's pretty dandy, pretty groovy. Hey, why do hippies like corduroy? Because it's groovy. Oh man, have you heard about the corduroy pillowcase? No? It's making headlines. That was a... Oh, that's good. Alright, only 55 and a half minutes to go. Let's do this. I'm getting stoned. Nobody's watching. Hey, buddy. My dog's over here ready to eat his breakfast. You ready? Go get him. Go get it. Yeah, that's a good boy. I taught him how to eat from that movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Which is pretty cool, like, the way that Brad Pitt will, excuse me. There's a part in the movie where when he wants his dog to eat, he goes, does that little thing. And if the dog eats before he says that, then he's in trouble. So I taught him with the snap. And he's having his FOOD right now. And, you know, I don't want to spook him. I feel like he doesn't like to watch me eat him. Or doesn't like him to watch me eat. I don't think I would mind, but I get it. It's funny, he wants my undevoted eye contact the other 23 hours of the day. You can do it, buddy. Good job. Eat your food, all gone. It's my son. I don't have any real children. I should have by now, for sure. Yeah, like the way the camera's facing right now, I'm looking kind of directly at him, and he's like... It's funny. He's a cute dog. Ollie, you can do it, bud. Eat your food. Got it. You can do it, bud. Good boy. Yeah. Good boy. Eat all gone. Eat. I have to, like, look this way for a few minutes. So. I used to never... Oh. I used to never smoke chops or chokes or moles or mokes or bar mitzvahs or whatever you want to call them. I think my favorite terminology I've ever gotten for a tobacco infused bong load is dome schwack, which is a term my friend Rafa said he got from somebody. I believe it's an African term. Like a South African term. And he said, oh, that's cool. What's that mean? And they said, well, it schwacks your dome. So I like the name Dome Schwack. And after we get stoned, we'll get into the news, talk about what's going on. I've got one story I really want to talk about. And that would be that young baseball man who jumped into shark-infested waters in the Bahamas. What are you doing, hombre? It's funny, I took a cruise ship with my little brother about 5 years ago out to the Bahamas. Didn't jump off. Thought about, like, what would happen. But yeah, the way that kid just swims away from the buoy, it had to be such a panic moment. Like, I don't know if you've ever been in the ocean when you're having a panic attack, but it is so frightening. It's unbelievable. Like, the only time I've been in that situation, I know I'm a good swimmer. I've been swimming my entire life. My nickname is Seabass. It's a fish. I better know how to swim. So, here's the thing. I was out at Sunset Cliffs surfing. There's this beach called Bird Shit, and I know that's a swear word, but that's what it's called. There's a big rock that's near it, and the top of it is always covered in bird feces. So this is the craziest surf experience that I maybe ever had. Probably the closest I came to dying, for sure. I was out there, it was like a 5 foot, 6 foot day, and they were coming down hard and fast. Like, every 15 seconds, waves were breaking. Sometimes, like, if you've ever surfed, you know that the break can be, like, every once in a while. Like, sometimes they're, like, just bombing away. So, I got caught out there. I went for this. I dropped in, like, fell. And when the board got washed away from, like, me, you know, you have a leash so that you can find your board and pull it back and have some kind of apparatus to float on. And the leash snapped off my leg. Like, the Velcro was still around my ankle, but that little hinge mechanism just got ripped out. So I was just wearing, like, an ankle monitor, basically, or an anklet. And I watched my board fly into the rocks and get destroyed, and I was just stuck out there, like, 200 feet out, getting bombed by these 6 foot waves over and over. Like, as soon as you come up for air, it's like, oh no. And you go right back under, you're dying again. And finally I made it. I swam over to my buddy, who was out there surfing, and my muscles were like contracting. Like, I wasn't thinking super clearly, and even though I knew how to swim and I hadn't been out there that long, I started to freeze up, and it was just almost thought I was going to sink. It was so weirdly frightening because I didn't know why my body would react that way. It was like I had noodle legs all of a sudden, and so finally I end up grabbing my friend's board. He says, "Are you okay?" I go, "No!" Just hanging on for dear life. And finally, I make it back into the shoreline. My board is just chucked in the rocks, and I look up on the skyline, and there are, I believe it was 2 fire trucks, 2 ambulances, a police car, and like 100 people all about to watch me die. So that was a crazy sash, brah. Get pitted or die trying. That was pretty gnarly, bro. So yeah, Shark Dude. I think that's where we started that story. But why did you jump in the water, bro? It was so dumb. Now all we need is some girl to jump in a volcano and got ourselves a live-action remake of Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Is that insensitive? Probably. But I have exactly 0 viewers on my channel right now, so I don't give a fuck. My condolences to their family, though. That's gotta be tragic. What a sad way to go, bro. Damn, why'd that motherfucker jump in the shark-infested waters, man? Like, you knew where you were. You're on a cruise. It's not cool, man. Really gets my mind kind of like boggled up. Anyway, that's sad. Let's talk about something lighter. Let's see what's going on. AI is absolutely rocking the free world like Neil Young right now. I just downloaded the Photoshop beta, so I'm really excited to go in and like take a bunch of my old photos and just try to like create some generative fills. I don't really know how to do that live on the podcast, or I totally would, because I don't know how to. I need an encoder. I need some kind of encoder to like take the live stream from like another source code, make it go through the camera, and then I'd be able to like access like the video files that I'm watching and stuff. And I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. I'm taking bong rips on a Thursday, like 5 o'clock. So this is where we are at. Welcome to the Galactic Seabass channel, aka my life, and I love you so much. Thanks for being here. Got any questions? Drop them in the flippin' comments, and I will take care of them as they are addressed. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. It's funny how I like camp on myself. Imagine me in a rotation. It does take long times at times. Ba 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 ba. Skibbity boobity boobity skibbity boobity ba 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 ba. Ba ba. Engage cage. Bean and cheese burrito. Check. Just got rocked. I feel like Dwayne Johnson. One time I was at a, oh boy. I was at a hypnotist show in Las Vegas. Hypnosis, osmosis. Wow, I really just got rocked. Okay, so I was at this hypnosis show, and I'm not sure that it's real. I think those shows work based off of everybody just kind of going along for the ride and nobody willing to like break the cycle. Then again, I don't know. I could have stopped. This podcast stinks. Wow, yeah. Vegas was cool though. Probably done everything you can do in Vegas. Oh man. Remember I said I was going to look at the news and that did not happen. Um, I don't think I can run for president anymore. So that's kind of nice. Just get that one out of the way. Maybe I could run for some sort of local state house publishment. Oh yeah, I forgot I paid them a bunch of money. Oh boy. Found this really cool app called Opus Clip. OPUSCLIP. You go to opus.pro. It opens up this really cool website. You can drop your YouTube videos in, and it creates a TikTok algorithm, which is pretty cool. It's a fascinating little place that the AI is at now. What's a good news place? This week's news. I don't know how to look stuff up. Choose unbiased news. Okay. Oh, it's the Wall Street Journal. That was just WSJ. I can't believe I didn't buy it. You gotta buy it. $1.50 a week for a year. What? News. NPR. FDA advisors back updated COVID shots for fall vaccinations. That is the first article. What? Okay, I'm just going to say watch The Great Awakening, and that's all I'm going to drop on that subject. What's the next story? A Florida condo tower's collapse may have begun on its pool deck. Oh man. Holy! Whoa! It killed 98 people. Yeah, the Champlain Towers South. It fell in Surfside. That's surf sad, bro. Dang. Maybe don't put a pool on the roof. Then again, I would love to be on a roof pool. That sounds awesome. Oh, I'm one of those people, like, I wish I had it all. And then, what am I talking about? Who am I? No, it's, I don't know, I have big dreams. I'd love to make it big, I just don't know how. And then if I actually had it, I wonder if I could still resonate with the kind of person that I am today. I wonder if I could keep this kind of mentality. Oh yeah, forgot. Let's have some fun. I bought a lottery ticket last night. Little scratcher boy. We could scratch that off together. 9 more women sue Bill Cosby. Dang. They will not be going on his tour this year. Actually, that's what I want to find out about. I want to see what's going on with this Bill Cosby tour. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. Bill plans to tour. Spring, summer, or late summer of 23. We have so many, I mean, hundreds of thousands of supporters just asking for him to do a show, Wyatt said. We have so many promoters across the country. He is in high demand. The next sentence. Nearly 60 women originally came forward to accuse Cosby of sexually assaulting them in recent years, following the #MeToo movement. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's found guilty on 3 counts of aggravated indecent assault for drugging and sexually violating a woman in Cheltenham, Pennsylvania in 2004. He was sentenced to at least 3 years, but in 2021 he was released. That is absolutely atrocious. I can't. It's disgusting. You can rape 60 people and do like a year. Meanwhile, some dude sold like a gram of weed in '84 and he's just doing life. Fuck Bill Cosby. Fucking. Man, I loved Little Bill. God damn it. That was. Don't meet your heroes. They might rape you. That's one of the stupidest things I've maybe ever said, and it's locked in on this podcast. So. And there's Blade. Whoa. I maybe just said one of the most out-of-pocket things I've ever said in my life, if you want to rewind it 30 seconds. What's up? Welcome to the podcast. Talking about the Bill Cosby tour right now. What the fuck? I can't... Alright, let's see if we can find, like, tour dates. Bill Cosby tickets. On Ticketmaster. No, fuck. 0 result. 0. Fuck you, Bill Cosby. Well, when they got the pudding popping, I put my penis in the bed while she was sleeping. That is absolutely insane. I wouldn't see anybody else. I would see Amy Schumer before I saw Bill Cosby. Wow, that is insane. Same with Chris D'Elia. That's gross. It's so gross. Like, blah, blah. I don't like that. It's so weird. My mom always said, like, certain men should be castrated. And as a kid, I never really thought that was appropriate. Now I'm a grown man, and I totally agree. There's some... you either die or you cut off your... Well, now that's like a thing. This is a very out-of-pocket podcast. What kind of world do we live in? This is a lot more existential than I thought it'd be. Let's see, is there any good news? Anything cool happening? Pentagon leak suspect indicted by a federal grand jury. Stitches get 85 years. She was 200 meters from the peak of Everest, then turned back. Here's why. Who is she? Ennis is a retired U.S. Marine Corps sergeant who was injured in a helicopter accident in Afghanistan in 2012 and lost her left leg. Since then, she's taken on adventure sports like mountaineering and snowboarding as new challenges in her life. That's fucking awesome. Are you serious? What? She spent 43 days climbing and she was 200 meters away from the peak when she turned back. Why did she decide to do that? Well, I think these are in her own words. Well, this time around, it didn't make sense to continue going. That's all I'm going to read. That's insane. Oh. She can't ever bend her leg. So it's like she has to prop it for every step. Wow. Damn. Why didn't somebody just like carry her? That doesn't make any sense. Whoa. Yeah, that's weird. So she basically just gave up. Okay. That is pretty badass, though, that she made it that far with one leg. And she's a respected veteran, so I don't want to roast her too bad, but... So close. Doesn't count. She took a plane to Fuji. That's cool. Can you say you climbed Everest if you didn't get to the top? Like there's people that died for that. They're just like, you know what? Nah, I'm not going down. I'm just gonna call it. This is my record. I mean, to be fair, she probably beat a lot of those people. It's gotta be so weird to be like, with your buddy Tim, and then Tim's like, I want to take a nap. And you're like, Tim, don't take a nap. And you're like, we have to leave you if you nap. And he's like, I'm just gonna take a nap. And then you never see Tim again. He dies. The air's too thin to bring a helicopter up there, so all the bodies are still there. Why do people do that? I remember reading this quote. It said every person that died on Everest was once an extremely motivated individual. I think about that a lot. It's true. A lot of planes today. Whoa. No way. Holy shit. Ex-Starbucks manager awarded $25.6 million in case tied to arrests of 2 black men. Jurors in federal court awarded $25.6 to a former Starbucks regional manager who alleged that she and other white employees were unfairly punished after the arrests of 2 black men in 2018. Camden, New Jersey. We set our scene. She won, let's see, 2 high-profile black men in Philadelphia. Shannon won $600,000 in compensatory damages and $25 million in punitive damages on Monday after a jury in New Jersey. A jury in New Jersey found that race was a determinative factor in Phyllis's firing in violation of federal and state anti-discrimination. Damn, you do not see many of these articles these days. That's fucking crazy. And it took 5 years. In April 2018, a Philadelphia store manager called police on 2 black men who were sitting in the coffee shop without ordering anything. Phillips, then regional manager of operations in Philly, Southern New Jersey, and elsewhere, was not involved with the arrest. However, she said she was ordered to put a white manager who also wasn't involved on administrative leave for reasons she knew were false, according to her lawsuit. Phyllis said she was fired less than a month later after objecting to the manager being placed on leave amid the uproar, according to the lawsuit. Company's rationale. During closing arguments on Friday, Phillips's lawyer, Laura Mattiacci, told jurors that the company was looking for a sacrificial lamb to calm the outrage and show that it was taking action. Law 360 reported, picking a black employee for such a purpose would have blown up in their faces, she said, as the turntables, because now they're out $30 million. In an email to the Associated Press, Mattiacci confirmed the award amount and said the judge will consider awarding back pay and future pay, as well as attorney's fees. Mattiacci told the New Jersey Law Journal that she will seek about $3 million for lost pay, roughly $1 million on her fee application. Starbucks declined to comment on Tuesday. So they were arrested because they went into the store and didn't buy anything? Like they just used the Wi-Fi? That's what coffee shops are for. Well, you could buy a coffee. Were they arrested because they were black? Hold on. In April 2018, Rashawn Nelson and Dante Robinson were arrested in the Starbucks coffee shop near Tony Rittenhouse Square in Philly. Shortly after the manager called police to report, the two men were refusing to either make a purchase or leave the premises. So I guess that is some kind of a policy. They were later released without charges. Video of the arrest prompted national outcry and led the current CEO of Starbucks to personally apologize to the men. The company later reached a settlement with both men for an undisclosed sum and offer free college education. The company also changed store policies and closed locations across the country for an afternoon for racial bias training. The two men also reached a deal with the city of Philly for a symbolic $1 each and a promise from officials to set up a $200,000 program for young entrepreneurs. Philadelphia police adopted a new policy on how to deal with people accused of trespassing on private property, warning businesses against misusing the authority of police officers. I'm so confused. That's the end of the article. So what they did it backwards, I think. So, okay, let's try to like work this out. So these two dudes are in a Philadelphia Starbucks. And then the manager comes over and they're like, hey, you have to buy something. And they say, no, we don't. I'm like, no, like that's I have a rule list. I'm the manager. Like, you have to buy something or you can't be here. That's what we tell the crackheads, right? That's what we tell the underlings of society. So they are not following the policy. They tell them to leave. And they're like, no. Maybe they were just having like a real in-depth conversation. I'm like, I don't know what was going on. So okay. So then you got the police show up. They come and arrest these two dudes. And then they're just like, let them go. There's no charges. So people are still really, really mad. They're like, Starbucks, what the fuck? Why would you do that? You're racist. And they're like, no, we're not. So they fire all the white people in the store. And then those white people are pissed because they're like, I didn't do anything. I'm just following the policy. And then they sue them. Damn, and they won, and they got $30 million. That is fucking crazy. These black dudes got like an undisclosed amount of money. Did they have to give their money back? No, that's not possible. Damn, Starbucks is fucking up. That was kind of a cool story. Very neat, very unique. A Mississippi police officer who shot an 11-year-old is now suspended without pay. Now he's suspended without pay. Good Lord, dude. This kid called 911 and he got shot. Oh my Lord, what kind of this poor kid. He lived though, right? He's good? Carr said the shooting was unintentional and that Capers did not mean to shoot the 11-year-old. People are like, why do you not like cops? It's like, I get that we need them for certain stuff, but bro, stop shooting kids, you fucking idiots. What are you doing? He's fucking 11, like, what's he gonna do? Oh my god, I startled my dog. Like, I have a little brother. If he called 911 and he got shot by the cops, I would. Insane. His family filed a $5 million federal lawsuit. Starbucks got $30 million for being what? I say this kid goes for the gold. Are you kidding me? Fuck this cop. He was like, he had a squirt gun. He had a slingshot. What are you doing? I hope this kid's okay, right? I need to find that part. The move from the board was Murray was left seriously injured after Capers shot him in the chest. Oh, my poor little. He got a collapsed lung, a fractured rib, and a lacerated liver. Bro. Fuck this dude. That shit pisses me off, man. Alright, let's see what's going on. Let's see what happened here at this. Oh, sorry, I'm getting emotional. Sorry. I'm thinking about cops shooting little kids and I'm getting pissed like we fucking should. It's ridiculous how nobody. This is just like daily news. I don't want to mispronounce this kid's name, and I'm gonna botch it. Adarian Murray, 11, called 911 for help at his home in Indianapolis last weekend, but after police arrived, an officer shot him in the chest. The boy is recovering, but his family and I am looking for answers. They want the officer involved to be fired. The fact that he's not fired is absolutely insane at this point. Like, I don't think you should get to, like, you should leave your shit in the locker. You should just get beat up in the squad car on the way home. What the fuck, dude? Her son doesn't understand what happened. Murray said his words to me were, "Why did you shoot me? What did I do?" And he just started crying. I need to see, yeah. The family wants to see the body camera footage. Murray family wants police body cam footage of the incident released at rallies Indianola this week. They called for both the officer who shot Darian and the police chief to be fired. The officer involved is Sergeant Greg Capers, according to Murray's attorney. He has been removed from active duty. No child should ever be subjected to such violence at the hands of those who are sworn to protect and serve. Absolutely. More said on Thursday. What happened on May 20th? Nicola Murray says 2 police officers came to her home on B.B. King Road in Indianola after she asked her son to call 911. Her child's father had come to the house and she realized he was irate, she said. Worried about what could happen, she gave her son a phone and told him to call for help. That brought the police. The officers never came all the way inside of the home, Murray said, adding, the police officer stayed just outside the door frame. A light was on him in the living room, just inside the door. The police asked everyone to come out with their hands up, Murray said. She added that the authorities were told twice that no one had a gun in the house, once by her son on his 911 call and again by herself speaking to the officers at the door. But when an empty-handed Darian came from his room into the living room, Murray says the officer who already had his gun out, Murray said, shot him. Her son was running, she said, and he was shot in an instant. Good fucking Christ, bro. Jesus Lord Almighty. She rushed to help her son, putting her hands on his wound to try to stop the blood flowing out. The officer also tried to render aid, and police called an ambulance. Darian was taken to a hospital where he was put on a ventilator. His injuries included a collapsed lung, a fractured rib, and a lacerated liver. This cannot keep happening, she said, referring to police use of deadly force. This is not okay. My baby almost lost his life. It was scary, it was traumatic, she added, noting that 2 other children were in the house at the time. In the aftermath of her son being shot, Murray said no one from the city reached out to her. No one from the city reached out to her. What in the fuck, dude? This is fucking bullshit. Okay, where things stand. When the Mississippi Bureau of Investigations finishes its inquiry, agents will share their findings with the Attorney General's office, Press Secretary Martin told NPR. To her, Murray says the key issue in this case isn't race, Murray. The key issue isn't race. Murray, Adarian, and Capers are all black, but police training and attitudes. You're here to protect and serve, Murray said. In this case, we didn't feel protected. We felt like victims. Um, that's so nuts. Like, okay, let's think about a police tactical belt. You've got pepper spray. You have a taser. You have a baton. You have handcuffs. You. Excuse me. What else? Excuse me. Twice. This is an inappropriate time for that. But like, how many things do you have before you have a gun? Honestly, I really don't know the answer to that question. So, okay, let's put ourselves in the shoes of this fucking dumbass piece of shit officer who shot this young man in the chest. Okay, you get a phone call. Hey, my dad is being really angry and my mom's scared. Can you help us? Okay, we're on our way. Get to the door. Open the door. Why do you have your gun out? Like, what? The lady literally says to you, we don't have a gun. You're like, well, I do. And then this kid just comes out of his room and he's like, I want to be in the other room. And you're like, ah! And you just shoot him. That guy shouldn't be a police officer. Simply put. There's so many kids that were not as, I was about to say, lucky enough to like live. That's so fucked up. I hope that's not rude. Like, a lot of kids have died. And that's so crazy, man. I'm glad this little boy's okay. I don't know how to do like the part where I put the clip on the thing, but this is his picture. This is him right here. So glad you're okay, little dude. That's absolutely insane that you got shot. Hella street cred. Like, that's probably inappropriate too. I don't know. I'm a comedian. I'm trying to make light of this. That's so fucking crazy. I'm glad he's okay. Jeez Louise. Yeah, that guy should be fired. Probably arrested. Woo! Glad he's okay. Shouts out to mom. My mom gets worried for like everything, so I can't even imagine. You ever like had the police pull their guns on you? Because that's happened to me before. Like, I didn't get shot. I don't know if it was because I was white, but like, I didn't get shot. Here's what happened. I was downtown San Diego, probably like 2015, 16, something like that. Maybe even earlier, like 14, 15. But I was driving this white Buick Century, and I parked it at the top of B Street. There's this famous, what's it called? Hill Bomb in San Diego. It's probably like the coolest hill bomb in town. It's a 4-pack that goes up from Golden Hill into the main, like, woo-wee! There's a viral clip that just popped up of some kid that went all the way down, but there was a car in the middle of the road, and then he had to go out of the way and he hit a tree. Hope that dude's okay. But anyway, I was parked at the top of this hill because it's super fun. If you want to, have a nice little BMX day in the city, you park at the top and then you bomb it. It's a great way to start the day. Your energy's up. You're going really fast. Takes you all the way into downtown. It's cool. So I parked over there and parked at the top. Rode down into the city. Had a great day in the city and drove back over. And I was with a former friend of mine. Not even gonna get in the story or say his name. He's a real piece of shit. So, like, basically, the two of us get back to my car. I have a bike rack on the trunk. It's like a trunk rack. Those little spikes that come out and you hook the frames on. So we're putting the bikes on, and then I look over to my back left like this, and that's B Street over there. I noticed there's a squad car coming out with its lights on. It went up the hill and it's turning right and like towards us, and it's, you know, like it's like 25, 50 feet away, and then the same with the other street. So I'm like, oh, whoa, they're gonna pass us, cool. And then I turn around this way, and I notice that there's a squad car coming up from C Street, and it's turning left, and it's like, oh shit, what? I'm like, what? And then I look back over here to B Street, and a third squad car is coming up and turning into us. And now they're all kind of converging on our area, and I don't know what's going on. So I look back over there, and a fourth car comes out of C Street, and it pulls up. And then a fifth car comes out of B Street, and it pulls up, and everybody gets out, and they're like, get on the fucking ground! And it's like, oh shit, my bad. Okay, and like, get on the ground. And they're like, why are you commandeering this vehicle? I was like, this is my car. I was going to go home. And they were like, oh, why do you have a bong on the front seat? I was like, that is a water pipe for tobacco purposes only? That's 100% true story. And then I remember saying like, hey, are you guys hiring? They're like, yeah, but you need to cut your hair. And I was like, alright, I'm out. But anyway, that was a fun little tale of what happened. That's the closest yeah, wow. It was like ooh, excuse me. It was a really dark piece of subject matter, and then it kind of turned into something light, but yeah, I'm glad that kid's okay. Dang, I wonder what it feels like to like know you fucked up like that. Damn, bro, you shot a kid in the fucking chest. Like, you suck. All 6 weeks of training for that? Shame. Shame, shame, shame. It's like atrocious. Can't even imagine. I don't know, it's disgusting. I'm really disgusted by that kind of. What's up, buddy? Hey! Just talking about kids getting shot in America. Just light stuff, light subject material. No, real deal, this kid got blasted by a cop for calling the cops. He's 11 years old. In Jersey. Absolutely insane. Hola, mi amigo. ¿Cómo estás? Gracias for being here. Para, Orale. Oh man, I'm really botching this episode. We're getting canceled. It's episode 5. This is fun. Yeah, man. So it's been a crazy little day. We got some comedy later tonight. Going over to do a little set. Hopefully tell some pretty funny jokes. And then there's Template, and then after that there's Madhouse. So we got 2 comedy shows tonight, which is pretty cool. La Verga. I don't know what that means still, so I don't know if I just offended you. I'm sorry. I've been hearing that a lot. I've been hearing that during my sets. People are like, oh, La Verga. Like, what? What does that mean? I know a bunch of swear words, but I have no idea what that shit means. Because I know verde is green, and Allah is like to the. It's like to the. The plane? Ah, yeah, see. Delano. See. Aeroplane. No, I'm just kidding. ¿Cómo se dice a la verga en inglés? I would like to know. Yo necesito to know. How do you say to know? Damn, there's so many words in Spanish I don't know. No sé. Mi español es basura. Lo siento, mi amigo. Oh, that's funny. I got some friends from Chile. Juani Zurita and Coco Zurita. I don't know if you know those dudes. There's like, do I know anybody else from Chile? Nah, just that guy. He's like a rally car driver. Coco Zurita. Super nice dude. He's like, yeah, Seabass. Who was it? That dude could shred. He rides vert like crazy. Yeah, I met him on my first year out here in California. It was cool. Very, very nice guy. It's funny, I haven't ridden my bike in like 5 days. I'm starting to think I'm finally at the end of like my BMX little path. I used to, like, there was a point I did it every day, and now I'm so worried about money and finance and just, I don't have time. I don't have time to ride like I wanted to. I never went pro. Just like, I did get the cover of a magazine though, which is pretty sick. It's right here. Oh, am I gonna knock this over? Yep, right there. That's me. Haha. Lots of hidden stuff in here. Salud. Oh yeah, we got about 10 minutes left. We're doing this. We did a podcast. Talked about the news for a little bit. Not really. I don't really know how to check the news. So next week I'm going to go over a bunch of new stuff during the week, and then have a couple things we could talk about. I want to have a guest on next week. We'll have a guest on to be a mystery because I haven't asked anybody yet, but figured out. Shouts out to this little dude who took a slug. Glad he's okay. I hope we get to be friends one day. He has free shows for life if I ever make it as a comedian. Scoop-oo-doo-doo. I don't really, yeah, this is stupid. I don't like to, like, read the news and then rather just be, like, here going over my ramblings. My little ADHD nonsense. Anyway, I'm about to get real fucking stoned. We got a plane coming over. This beer flew through me, so I'm a little tipsy. Thank you so much to everybody that's ever watched this channel or will watch this video in the future. I'll be 30 years old in a few months. That's crazy. I'm growing up. I often think of like who I was when I was just a little kid. And that person's long gone. Now it's just little old me. Home is a place I can't go back to, you know? It's just this memory. Just this faded facade. So, home is just the reality of, you know, your surroundings. So I gotta appreciate where you are. I got a beautiful little dog and a cat who's out there somewhere playing. I think I blew my nose. I'm about to get fucking stoned. So, thanks for watching this channel. Hopefully I figure out how to do some cool stuff in the future. But, well, today we're doing this. We're alive. I love you. Hope you love yourself. I'm working on it. That's the tricky part. Whoa. Cool. I might pass out. Very lightheaded. I'm like a tiger. I got tiger stripes. Where'd it go? Ha. That's my screenshot for the. That's my new thumbnail. Oh my gosh. Boy is ripped. Get this out of my frame so my mom's not mad. Don't judge me, mama. I love you. Oh, the plane. There's so many planes. Oh, God. By the way, this is one beer. This is how I am as a person. I was sober when I started this, and now, not so much. We got comedy in a few minutes. It should be fun. And then we're gonna work our ass off all night to try to make some dinero because your boy is broke. It's a mindset. You know, I don't have a lot of money, but got a mind. I gotta use it. So that's what the bong is for. Really exemplifies my creative outlets. Who's watching this? If you're watching this still, 55 minutes into episode 5, in the 5th plus 1 month of the year, then drop a comment in the comment section and ask me a question. Let me know something that you want to know about me, and I am going to absolutely lay it on the line in the next episode. I think comments might drive engagement. So hit that like button, please, if you like this video, and subscribe if you don't subscribe already. Promise it'll be worth it. Maybe today not so much, but we're here. Got our one friend from Chile watching. Thank you so much. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Hello. Got our magic hat here in the corner. Where on my other hat? And like an Escher painting. This will be the thumbnail. No worries. Have a great day. Tienes un buen día, mi amigo. I'll be gone in 5 minutos. You're a good guy. That's fun. We got our one friend, DJ Boris, here. Thank you so much for the love. Oh, man. It's cool, you know? We're just people out here on Earth doing stuff. I had this idea I would start a podcast, so here I am doing that thing. I have a big pile of bills in front of me. Same to you, bro. Go call your daughter. You got that. She misses you, I'm sure. It's a good day. It's a good day to be a human being on planet Earth. Never really know what might happen. Last night it was pretty funny. I did a set at the local watering hole at the madhouse, and I barked in these really fun people, like just these 3 bubbly humans, and there was this one really cute girl, and like it was pretty funny. Early on, right when they got there, I was just talking smack outside, being silly, and I ended up pulling a number, and then went inside and did my set, and I remember I made her like spit her drink out a little bit, like which was pretty good. I don't get a lot of those laughs, so that was real hearty. And there was this dude in the crowd, like the nerdiest looking dude ever. I'm talking like rim glass, like Dahmer levels, just rimmy, button-up shirt, tucked in. It was teal. My buddy Eddie did this bit on Jared from Subway, and I said, "That's crazy. We got Jared in the 2nd row right here. How'd you get out of jail, man? What kind of skincare products do you use? Because you look great." I was like, "Do you use adrenochrome?" Oh, that's a deep track. Yeah, so check it out. Like, I had this girl giggling, roasted this nerdy guy, and we're outside. We're all about to like walk away, and it was a 3-person group out of that little triage that I brought in. It was like that cute girl, her friend, and like this dude, Nate, who was dope, wanted to try comedy. I hope you, Nate, if you watch this, I hope you do some comedy. But Nate was carrying his girl away, and I was walking next to this one, and then Subway walks up and just fucking swoops her. And they walked away, and I don't think I'll ever see her again. But that was funny as fuck. Couldn't help but laugh. And then I turned around and my buddy was like recording the whole thing. So hopefully that video's out there somewhere. I think I went. Oh, that was fun. That was silly. Oh my gosh, we made it to an hour. We did it! Woo! That's crazy. Another podcast in the septuadigits. Yeah, man. You're a good guy. I like all that stuff too. It's good to embrace the things that made you happy when you were a kid. It's easy to forget that kind of stuff. You know, the kind of person that you were. And whatever brought you joy back in the day. The little simple pleasures of life before technology kind of eroded the fabric of like the simplistic and the beautiful. Just have to stop and smell the roses every once in a while, you know? That's all you can do. Yeah, it's like some people live, but there's an old quote, it's like some people die at 25 and they aren't buried until they're 75. I'm starting to realize that you can't let that precious little spark of youth die out. Robin Williams said everybody's got a little bit of madness. You can't lose it. You just gotta hold on to it. I'm like, I love being a wacky goofball. You know, it's fun. Being a little quirky fuck, just interrupting conversation sometimes, trying to, you know, every once in a while get a good little live laugh out of it. Not necessarily just interrupting conversation, but like, I like to be able to jump into any kind of something going on and like be part of it. I did lose a lot of that in the pandemic. My butterfly effect went pretty low. I was the most like outgoing, spontaneous dude ever, and I was chucked inside for like 2 years, and it really fucked me up. Yeah, I don't know. I never got a vaccine, so can't blame my sadness on the mRNAs, but just got to work on it, you know. Do the things that make you happy. Trying to find that, you know. Comedy's been pretty good for it. Want to make music again. Been writing a lot. Got a big book here full of everything up to there is like something. So I want to get in the studio. Made a little skit the other day, so I'm going to go in this editing room and edit that in a little bit. Hopefully it's a little silly little gag you guys enjoy. I'll put it on the little shorts. And that's so fun that we have 2 people in the chat now. Finally made it. 63 minutes here. Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah, I just excited to like be trying new stuff and realize that even though like we get older, you don't have to stop doing the things that you love. You just have to believe in yourself and really go for it. You just gotta go for the gold, man. And no one's going to give it to you. No one's going to walk up and hand you that opportunity. You got to seek it. Keep your eyes peeled. And it might never happen, but just keep trying. One day at a time. Just got to keep on going. 2 hats at a time. Absolutely. Wow. Almost 65 minutes in. Here on the Galactic Seabass channel. Crazy, my entire life has literally led up to this moment. Same with you, anybody watching this video. Today you are the oldest you've ever been and the youngest you'll ever be. That's a crazy quote. I love that one. But just gotta live life, man. Live your best existence. Let that hot pot of coffee just drip over your fucking aura, light you up, spark you into the next universe, the version of you that you were meant to be. The one, you know, standing on top of the Eiffel Tower, doing a TikTok dance in a pair of Crocs and lingerie. That could be you. You just have to believe. You just gotta believe. And with AI, you can do anything. Hey, I believe in you. That's a good slogan. I should take that. I want some credit though. Oh, is that our final plane? 65 minutes in? Alright, down the hatch. Let's go. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Oh, before I go, there's actually a really funny story. I remember I was in high school in Salt Lake City. I'd moved a bunch in high school. You can go watch my previous episodes. I won't tell you when, you have to watch all of them to find out. But anyway, I'm in high school in Utah, and there was like a morning radio show called like, hey, it's Bob and Tom's hour, whoa, like, and they had the most, maybe, you tell me if this is racist. I'm gonna tell you what I heard, and you tell me what you think. Check it out. Don't go yet, Boris. He was like, hey, what's up? Okay, this is the voice they had on the radio. This is the accent they used, I swear. Hey, what's up? I'm Tony, and this is Tony's Spanglish word of the day. Today's word is soda. And I was like, what? And they're like, all right, let's use it in a sentence. Damn, that chica's got nice tatas, and soda's her sister. And then it was back to two white guys. I think one of those white guys was the fucking accent for that show. I don't know if it was called Bob and Tom, but gosh darn, that was... I've said that joke so many times. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I even managed to get out like Chica and Tata. I think they just said like, that girl's got nice boobs. I'm like, maybe am I though? It's funny, I'm from Connecticut, so that's awesome. You take care, dude. Have a good one, brother. Yeah, dude, honestly, that's it. That's a wrap. That's the Galactic Seabass channel podcast number 5. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Sebastian. John Taylor Fowler. That was stupid. My name is Sebastian John Taylor Fowler. Thanks for watching this episode. Appreciate you very much. Hopefully we find ourselves in a nice little studio with some microphones soon, and we'll have a guest, and it'll be a back and forth conversation that you can find yourselves a part of instead of just listening to me echoing in my room about nothing. But if you guys write some questions, if you give me something to work on, I can do these kinds of things a little bit easier, I think, if I just have that extra bit to go off. So thanks for watching the Galactic Seabass channel. You guys are amazing. I love each and every one of you. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, do all the good stuff. Click the buttons. I'll see you next week on Thursday. I love you. You take care. I love you, Mom. You take care. That one's for my mom. And my dad's not going to watch this because he's dead. Alright, take care. Appreciate it. I have a fast brain right now. You take care. I appreciate you very much. Thanks for tuning in. I have to go do some jokes. Love you. Have a great day. Peace and love. I'm so good at goodbyes. Bye.